Get up, mama. A wise person once said, maybe true happiness is when we're really happy with ourselves. Get up, mama. How you doing? Welcome back to the podcast. Welcome back to the village. If you're new here, welcome. We're just a group of mamas trying to become a better version of ourselves by doing something small every day. So if you're with that, come join us, because we'd love to have you. I'm Ashley, your host. I'm a mom to our beautiful rainbow twins out here living this country life, trying to raise these chickens, having a little garden, homeschooling my kids, trying to make everything from scratch, as my sister would say. Just trying to keep myself together in the middle of all of that stuff. And I also enjoy encouraging other mamas to do the same, because I feel like it takes a village to raise us parents too. Like, we need help out here. If you ain't noticed, we all just out here winging it, trying to do the best we can with the information that we have and the resources that we have. And I feel like the more we share, the better we can be, the more we love on each other, the better we build, the better the community. The better we build strong communities, I feel like the better we are in life. So here we are. We Get Up Mama. So welcome. And that's your warm welcome. Also, you guys can find me on Patreon. We do have a village. It's called an accountability village. You guys can go check it out, because if you haven't joined the village, like, what you waiting on? We would love to have you come over there and check it out. Just be a part. We do journal prompts. We have voice notes. You can have access to all the material that's there. And we do things from like setting our goals for the week and just curating ideas and, the life we want together, because I feel like we're better together. But anyways, yeah, so if you want to come join us, that's where we are. I also have some affirmation packages out there, the audio packages for the people that were saying I can listen to you every day. I want to set you as my alarm. I do have that available if you want. And I do have the meditation and the affirmation on the podcast as well. I think I'm going to start having those come out weekly or once a month. I'm not really sure how I'm going to have that. I'm trying to get my life together, y'all. And I'm going to keep y'all included, though. But just know I'm trying to get my life together. Before we get started, y'all, let's take a moment to get grounded. So let's take a gentle inhale. Hold it for 6 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And release. Baby, that always feels good for me. Oh, and then that wind is blowing nice outside today. I am quite grateful today. Thank you, God. You gave me a beautiful scenery today, beautiful fields, beautiful words to speak. I do want to give a disclaimer. I am not a therapist. I am just a mama who gives voice notes to other mamas, trying to encourage you to get up and live your life as well. Include yourself and someone that love you give to other people. I take my experiences. Maybe y'all don't hear that loud truck. I take my experiences in life and I share them with you, or the things that I learned in other people's experiences too. And then we go from there. Yeah, how you doing? How you doing, lady? Check in. How you doing? How you doing, lady? Every week you gotta check on yourself. And to be honest, it's every day you gotta check on yourself. I be having to check on myself so much. Like the other day, and it's okay to not be okay. And it's okay to check on yourself. Because sometimes you ain't okay. And then sometimes you are. Everything's just fine. But it's okay to, check on yourself every day to see where you at. Like, see where your headspace is. See what you're thinking. See how you moving. Your attitude, your behavior, your habits, your routines, what you got going on, check on yourself every single day. You got to check in, baby. You got to check in on yourself, okay? As y'all can see, I got a new little setup here. I don't know. I like it. I was like, I like being outside. I want to sit on the couch. I'm tired of sitting in that little lawn chair. I just want to, elevate a little bit, I guess. And I was like, I got a couch that I can put outside. So why don't I just try that? And I think I like it so far from what I can see. So this is my first time testing it out, by the way. So we trying it out together to see how we feel about it. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. Before we get started on our topic of the day, I want to run over some comments to show my appreciation and let y'all know that I see y'all and I hear y'all. We have a comment from Dream Child. It says, all of your videos do me right. I'm glad I can help out, baby. I'm glad I can help somewhat, honey. We have a comment from, okay, it's from Girl Breathe Press. She says, pouring into myself has been the best decision of my life. I see my 2-year-old daughter doing things that I do to be happy, and I couldn't be more proud. I have to second that, honey. I feel like the more I pour into myself, the more what my kid sees, the more she try to imitate. And it was just like, once I learned that, it was like, we don't go. Like, I really got to be mindful of what she sees and what I do. Like, girl, you can't come slipping doing all of that crazy stuff around her, because that's what she gonna pick up. The next comment is from Sweetie T. I'm obsessed. You're right. The word was given and message was received. Thank you for the word and truth. You're welcome, love. Next, we have a comment from Connie Moore. Rubacava. Sorry, I probably messed that up. Rubacava. It says, stuck living life, we often forget what we need to be happy. My happiness is connected to my daughters and granddaughters. Find a long time to concentrate on just me is far in between. But during those moments, I get out into the backyard and you know what? I cannot click the rest of that comment. Dang, I wanted to read the rest of it. I was not able to read the rest of that comment. All right, we have a comment from, this will be our last comment, from Makamo. I am grateful to Great Mother and the universe to find you. We all need to be reminded of who we are and how we are connected. I'm glad you found me too. I'm glad we found each other. So thank you for being a part of the village. And now that we got the comments out of the way, let's get to our topic of the day. And our topic of the day is curating a soft life. And I think it kind of piggybacks off of last week's topics too, which was like protecting your peace. I think sometimes when people hear soft life or the word soft life, they assume it's either a extreme or the other. Some people think it's all luxury, designer bags, beautiful homes, first class flights, expensive vacation, all the expensive stuff in the house, spending a lot of money on material things. And I feel like other things that somehow makes you shallow. And I don't believe either is true. I feel like, to me, I think soft life includes luxury. But I feel like luxury is not the destination. It's like one expression of a life that's been built with intention. I absolutely want a beautiful home, one that feels warm, peaceful, comfortable, and cozy, and a little luxurious too. I would want to travel often, and in fact, I would love to take a vacation every month if I was able to. I want financial stability that grows into financial abundance. I want to enjoy the nice restaurants, the quality clothes, the peaceful moments with my family, the beautiful furniture. I just genuinely enjoy beauty, and I feel like, to me, you can have both of those things. And I believe that God created beautiful things. Well, some beautiful things for us to enjoy. And I don't think there's anything wrong with desiring to have beautiful things in your life. But there are some things that I just never want to sacrifice when it comes to those things. And that's my peace. I don't want a luxury-filled house, and there's no love there. You see what I'm saying? Like, I want both. I want luxury and I want peace. I want a house that's full of love. I don't want to have expenses vacationing and I'm too stressed out or I'm too exhausted to enjoy the vacations or enjoy the experience with my family. Like, I want those things. But if the financial success or the financial ability or access is going to cost me my health, if it's going to cost me my family, if it's going to cost me my relationship with God, I don't want it. I always get this question, like, how do you pour into yourself? Like, what would it look like if you started pouring into yourself? Know what type of life you want. Like, know what soft life looks like for you if that's what you're aiming for. Or know whatever life looks like for you and know what you're aiming for and what you want it to look like. What makes you feel good when you do it? What makes you feel calm when you do it? There are some things that I do that just makes me feel calm. I can be myself. Conversations are easy to have, no matter who it is. If you new or if you somebody that's already been in my life, like conversations just easy. Like to me, those things feels good when I'm in the environment or space, and I feel at ease. I feel comfortable. I'm not guarded. I don't feel anxious. Like my palms ain't sweaty to the point where like my heart is like constantly racing. I'm constantly looking over my shoulder. That's to me. That's how you choose the life you want. That's how you pour into yourself, by learning those things about yourself. By learning how to give yourself the life that you want, and doing that every single day, by doing the small things, because they matter too. And we're going to get into that later, or that's going to be on the next episode where we talk about like the small things matter. But a soft life to me is also where I can create a life to where my kids feel safe. They feel, they get the best education they can get. They get the best, the best experience, just the best experience in life that I can provide for them. Not saying I'm finna spoon feed them, you know what I mean? But, just the best life experience I can provide for them. Making sure they have the proper resources that they need to learn the things that I need to do, to explore learn the things that they need to learn, and explore the things that they want to explore. And I want a marriage that feels strong, one that's unbreakable, one where we have the same goals, the same mission, the same purpose in life, and like that's what we're doing. Like that's what we're going towards, like building family, building a family legacy together. Just knowing what we need to do, knowing what we need to do, and figuring out how to do it together. Like that's a soft life to me as well. And these bugs are crawling. I love outside, but these bugs always be getting me, huh? Well, my work has a purpose. Like that's a soft life to me too. Like just being able to give back, being able to help, being able to assist is like something that I enjoy as well. A soft life also to me is when money can create opportunities versus anxiety. They're two different experiences, and I felt both. And I enjoy when money can create experiences. Where I can enjoy beautiful things without denying my worth. That's the soft life I'm building. When I learned the importance of like pouring into me, a lot of other things flourished. Even my kids. Like when you pour into yourself, your children start pouring into themselves as well. Or they get intuitive. They want to see what you're doing. They get inquisitive. They want to see what you're doing, what you got going on. They want to try what you're doing. So I learned that to me, like if you want a soft life, you got to create the soft life. Like true happiness is when you are truly happy with yourself. And how you can truly be happy with yourself is if you pouring into yourself and understanding what you need. Understanding what you want, understanding where you're trying to go, understanding who you're trying to become. You can build a beautiful life later without like abandoning yourself. I feel like the soft life is really just truly waking up and enjoying your life. Like every day. Like every day you wake up, you ain't saying, man, God damn, I gotta do this again today. God damn, I gotta do this with this person today. Baby, I know what that feels like, and that is not soft. You know what I'm saying? So a man can come and take care of me. I am not knocking that. But I'm also going to be taking care of myself as well in the process with a lot of the things that I just listed. But I am not against a man taking care of me. A part of being a soft life. Like I'm for a man taking care of me, but I also want to make sure I'm taking care of myself. And that's a message to anyone who has not been through that experience yet, because I know a lot of us have. Like it's okay to let a man take care of you, to get this soft life that's being portrayed out there on the internet. Like I mean, it's okay. I'm not against that. I'm not against a man taking care of a lady. If it's done properly, I admire that. But I still want you to get your own. You need to have your own. Somebody said that to me, and I went through something, and then I ended up not having my own, and then I had that experience as well. So I want to share that with you. Like, have your own. And it's not that you got to go work a full-time job to do all of this. Even if you got to get out and do part-time. Even if you a stay-at-home mom. Even if you can find some type of part-time work. Or if you can start selling something. I don't know. Start a hobby and start selling whatever it is that you create. You want to generate some income. Because you want to be able to create resources for yourself. When you need them. You know what I'm saying? When you need them, if you need them. If you feel my drift. So, And I just think that just makes you prepared. That doesn't make you selfish. That just means you prepared for life. Because anything can happen in life. You can't predict life, but you can try your best to be prepared for life. So it's okay to let a man take care of you, but make sure you have your own, okay? Being intentional. Y'all know I love that word. Being intentional. It's like what you do every day. Like, self-life to me is like waking up and enjoying your life. Like enjoying your life every day because of decisions you made. Because of choices you made. Your identity. Learning your identity. And it's okay to be inspired by other people. But it's one thing, like, just have your identity versus trying to mimic somebody else or trying to imitate somebody else, Find who you are, because I feel like that's where true happiness comes from. That's where true peace. And I think those are the things that we're looking for when it comes to the soft life. Peace and happiness. And stress-free, right? But to me, having a soft life doesn't mean you're going to be stress-free. I feel like life comes with stress. Now, if you got that life, I am not knocking you. I am not saying it's not possible. I love to live that, honey. I ain't knocking that at all. But that don't necessarily mean that you ain't going to experience the hardships, the stressful stuff. It just means that, it comes with a little less chaoticness, a little more understanding, a little bit more tools and resources. Make you better equipped for the journey. Growth to me is soft life, just growing and elevating. Like every chance you get, every time you look around, you see like, oh, I'm so proud of myself. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't have to be something grand. It can be something small. Like the other day I noticed that I applauded myself for just becoming the woman that I'm becoming. I know sometimes it don't feel like I'm on the right path, or I'm doing what I need to do, or I'm not getting what I need, or it ain't happening when I want it to happen. But overall, like I'm happy with my growth because I've done what I said I was gonna do. And so I was like, oh, okay, look at you, girl, growing. And I'm constantly thinking about the things that I want every day. And, I'm constantly trying to grow into those things. So, but yeah, that's our topic for today. Like just creating a soft life, what soft life means to you. I think the soft life can look like whatever you want it to look like. Whatever you want your life to look like, I think that's what soft life is. A hard life to me is when you're not living the way that you want to live at all. You're not experiencing any peace and any joy. I can understand how that feels hard. You know what I mean? But yeah, soft life is whatever you want it to be, whatever bring you peace and happiness. I feel like my eyes getting a little weak out here. But okay, next we're gonna get into our question of the day. But on last episode, our question and answer, one of our questions was, how do you pour into yourself with something that you are lacking? And I don't feel like I answered that question really well. I want to say that the way that you do that is, like for an example, you want to work on being more disciplined. Right? So first you acknowledge that you want to work on being more disciplined. That's a step. You want to take small steps. Next step is, now you got to figure out where do you want to be more disciplined. You find that out. That's another step. See how there's smaller steps, they coming together. Now you know where you want to be more disciplined. Now you figure out how you need to do that. And sometimes you may not even go directly to that thing that you're trying to be more disciplined in, if that makes sense. Sometimes you have to start smaller than where you want to actually start. Sometimes where you want to start could be real big and it can be real scary, especially if you're not used to it. So you want to start small. Like for an example, if I want to be more disciplined, I could start with saying, okay, when my alarm go off, I don't hit the snooze button this morning. Like just this morning, we're gonna focus on this morning, not tomorrow, not yesterday. When that alarm go off, I hop up, right? And you do that. Let's say you get that done. That's another step towards pouring into that thing that you lack. Your discipline. All right, set another one. Set another small one. Do you want it to be the same thing? It can be the same thing, or it can be something else. Every idea I have feels like it's going to be disappointing. Every goal I have feels useless. And I want to say that It is okay to feel that way, honey. And sometimes you do feel that way. Sometimes you feel like, man, the ideas I got, I thought they sounded good until I started trying to reach them, And then it started becoming more challenging and challenging. And then I became more afraid and more afraid. And what you think could be, feels like disappointment, it could be fear as well. Like the closer you get to something, the scarier it can get. And sometimes I realize it just be fear. Because that happens to me too. I feel like, okay, and this is how I look at it. And I don't know if this is like an aggressive approach or like the right approach or the wrong approach. But when I get in that space, right, I allow myself to feel sometimes. Sometimes I give myself too much time to feel. Or, but I do allow myself to feel. And then I bring myself out of it like, but what else you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Like you feel like the idea is useless. Did you try it? You know what I'm saying? Did you try it the best you could? Did you do everything you could do to fulfill this idea that you had? And if it is stupid, you can just come up with something else, right? It's an idea. They be coming and they be going. You see what I'm saying? So I would say, if you don't think it's a good idea, you don't want to plan it out, come up with a different one. Because what other option do you have? To keep saying it doesn't work, it's useless, it's just pointless. What you gonna do, quit? Like, because how I look at it is, if you ain't gonna do anything else about it, or if you ain't gonna do anything about it, or you're not gonna come up with another idea, what's your other option? What you gonna do? You gonna quit, or you gonna come up with an idea? So I come up with an idea. If it works, it works. If it don't, it don't. You know what I'm saying? At least I tried it. I did not tried it. And that goes into self-life to me too. Like just being okay with it. Like if it works, it works. If it don't, it don't. I gave everything I could to it. I tried it. It was an idea that came up, it didn't go against anything that I believe in. It won't hurt me to try it. If I feel like if it's going to strengthen me, if it's going to grow me, if it's going to elevate me, if it's going to strengthen me personally, that type of stuff. Or but in an area of my life, it won't hurt for me to try it. But I just say you got two options, baby. You either figure it out to the point where it don't feel useless, or just go back to the drawing board. Go somewhere to find something. When I feel like that, I also go find some inspiration too. Like I look for inspiration, and sometimes I go listen to myself. Like my affirmations, I listen to them. The affirmations that I created for my audio package, I listen to them every day. Like to pull from, or to gain like some personal, like to gain some strength. Cause sometimes life be lifing. Like I don't know if we looked around, but it is a mess out here. I say my affirmations. I listen to certain podcasts. I go listen to certain type of music that's going to uplift me, that going to make me feel confident in what I got going on or what I'm trying to do. My next question is from Bailey 12. Bailey 12. She says, it is hard out here and I have a husband. I just want to give some encouragement to other mamas out there who are going through some hardship, or experiencing some hardships, or experiencing some sadness right now, or they don't lost their spark, to just keep going, because you can't get your spark back. It's just about you being intentional, and you just giving yourself grace and time, and just taking it one step at a time, doing things exactly like Get Up Mama says. Smallest things have the biggest impact. And just, I see you, girl. I believe in you. Just keep going, and just know that you have a village behind you. Oh, that was sweet. That was sweet. So I thought that was going to be a question, and I pulled it, and it was a comment. But I'm glad I pulled that. I appreciate that so much, that you showed up for the village and you spoke life into other moments. I love that. I love that for us. So thank you for that. And I think that pretty much concludes this episode, y'all. I'm going to see y'all next time. Hopefully I'm back in the comfort chair. But if not, I'll probably be outside somewhere still coming back to you. But if you enjoyed this episode, please don't forget to like, comment, and share. But until next time, remember to love on yourself just a little bit more today. Pour into you. You got this, baby.